Hey everybody, welcome. I am Melanie and I wanted to talk to you guys about Three Kings Day or Día de los Reyes, which is tomorrow actually. Today is Three Kings Day Eve or Víspera de los Reyes as we call it. So I wanted to have a quick chat and just see how many of you guys out there are celebrating this holiday. It's one of my favorites. We celebrated it big time in Puerto Rico when I was growing up, and we continued it even after we moved to Florida, and so now I am sharing this tradition with my own kids. And it's a lot of fun, and even though they are back at school and don't have the day off or anything like that, we still celebrate it. So wanted to see how many of you guys celebrate it and what kind of fun traditions you do. So I'm gonna wait for a few people to join. But anyway, Three Kings Day. So it's every year, January 6th. Today is the day that we collect grass for the camels and put that out next to our beds. And I know there's a few different ways that people do that custom. So I'm kind of excited to see how you do that in your family. But yeah, Three Kings Day is a lot of fun, and I know that it's celebrated in different ways all throughout Latin America, and I'm not sure if there's other countries outside of Latin America that celebrate it, but I know it's kind of a big deal in Latin America, and some countries in the Caribbean as well. So, Three Kings Day for us used to be even bigger, like a bigger deal than Christmas even. We got kind of bigger gifts, but now as I'm sharing the tradition with my own kids, we do smaller gifts than we do for Christmas, and it's just a way to keep the tradition going so that they can learn about, what the three kings were about, or the three wise men really, what they were about, what it means, why we celebrate this holiday, and just, it's a fun thing to do with them. So, one of the things that we do is that, we collect grass for the camels. And I know that some people do this by putting shoes next to their bed. Other people do shoe boxes. My family actually does, baskets that we make out of shoe boxes. And it seems that this was just a thing that our family did. It doesn't seem to be a widespread tradition. Not a lot of people seem to have done this. It seems shoe boxes is one of the more popular things. But I have a couple of the baskets here that we're going to be using tonight. So here is my daughter's basket that I have to credit my mom actually. She made this. But see, it's made out of shoebox. And then it's just decorated with like tissue paper, and we improvised a bit and used wrapping paper too. But she made a nice little basket for her. And then I also have my son's. Hold on a second, so you can see it. So similar thing, she just used different tissue paper and wrapping paper for him. So those are going to be their baskets that they put next to their bed tonight, full of grass for the camels, and then in the morning they will wake up and the grass will be gone and replaced with candy. Traditionally is what we do, because the idea is that the camels ate their grass and the three kings left candy behind as a thank you. And then they'll have gifts as well that the three kings, the three wise men, left behind for them. So they have a lot of fun with that. And like I said, they're smaller gifts. There's nothing huge. Last year they got some gift cards because we were in the middle of moving to a new house. So we were kind of improvising and doing things last minute. This year my son is going to get a book set, and my daughter is also going to get a book that she really wants. So, smaller gifts, nothing major, but the idea is there and the tradition is kept going. Like I said, I know some people do shoe boxes. Some people do the actual shoes, I believe. Some people go all out, and it's celebrated in a major, major way, and it's an even bigger deal than Christmas, especially in Latin American countries, and there's festivals. Just the same way as you can visit with Santa and take pictures, you can visit with the three wise men and take pictures as well, which is pretty awesome. Of course, there's the religious aspect of it, so, that's important. It's just so much fun. And unfortunately, here in the United States, the kids don't have school off. They never really have, because they always go back to school soon after New Year's Day. But even still, we take the time to celebrate Three Kings Day in the morning before they go to school, by opening up their presents, checking the basket and see if the grass is gone. They don't eat the candy so early in the morning, before they go to school, but, we put it aside for later in the day. But we do take the time to check the basket, open their gifts, and of course, a lot of the fun is the night before of collecting the grass and putting it in the basket and setting it next to their bed. And of course, reading about the three wise men and reading that story of how the three wise men brought gifts to baby Jesus, and that aspect of it, that is an important part. And so we make sure to do that with them. And they love it. And I love it, because this is such a unique tradition that I am able to share with them. And then, of course, you can do crafts, you can do different activities. There's so many different ideas, and we have some of those up on the website on modernmami.com. You can go and you can see some of those ideas about crafts or even recipes that you can try out with the kids to help them learn a little bit more about Three Kings Day and about the history of the holiday. I know that in other Latin American countries, there is another aspect about the rosca. That is something that I'm not very familiar with. It's not something that either my family in particular didn't do or wasn't typically done in Puerto Rico. I'm unsure. But I know it's something that was or is a big part of celebrating Three Kings Day for other Latino cultures. So make sure that you go and check that out. And I would love to hear what some of the ways that you celebrate Three Kings Day, or even if you do celebrate Three Kings Day with your own children and your families. So make sure that you let me know, because I really would love to learn about, how you keep this tradition going, or if you do or don't, that's fine too, but just would love to learn about how you celebrate Three Kings Day, or if you don't, what some of the reasons are. So make sure you drop me a line and let me know, and head over to modernmami.com and check out some of the activities and recipes and crafts that we have up on the site for celebrating Three Kings Day, okay? Again, this is Melanie from Modern Mommy, and I would look forward to chatting with you guys in the future. Thanks!